Good evening, Philippines. This is Trendline PH, where Senate alliances change faster than cell phone promos, and today, the political pressure cooker may finally be reaching its boiling point. Breaking news. Rumors of a Senate counter-coup are now exploding after reports surfaced that a new coalition may already have enough votes to remove Senate President Alan Peter Cayetano from power. Cayetano himself confirmed in an interview that there are indeed moves to challenge the current Senate leadership.
Busy sila ngayon na trinatry kausapin yung mga miyembro namin na sumali ulit sa kanila. May invitations to talk, may pananakot.
But what do political observers think? According to political analyst Ronald Lamas, speaking with Alvin Elchico on DZMM, this is no ordinary Senate drama. Lamas believes the leadership takeover could happen as early as today or tomorrow because negotiations among senators reportedly continued late into the night. And here's the big twist. According to Lamas, the numbers needed to oust Cayetano may already be complete. The only thing left is deciding who gets the Senate throne next. The names currently floating around are Migs Zubiri, Win Gatchalian, and Tito Soto. Basically, a political version of pick your fighter.
Ay, malaki ang possibility na magkaroon ng bago na namang liderato ang Senado today. No, napakalaki dahil in my almost 50 years in politics. Ngayon lang ako nakakita, Alvin, ng ganitong klaseng krisis sa Senado. As we talk, ngayon ay nagpapatuloy ang negosasyon. Mukhang hindi natapos ang mga negosasyon last night. So nagpapatuloy siya ngayon at malaki ang possibility yung negosasyon kung sino ang papalit ay matatapos ngayong tanghali. Ang lumalabas ng mga pangalan, medyo marami-rami, hindi lang dalawa. 3 yung lumalabas na pangalan. Of course, si dating Senate President Tito Soto. Ikalawa ay medyo lumalabas din yung pangalan ni Mig Zubiri. No? At ikatlo, lumalabas din yung pangalan ni Win Gatchalian.
But there's one major complication. Today also marks the scheduled start of the impeachment trial, which Cayetano himself is supposed to preside over. Now the Senate has 2 possible storylines. Option 1, Cayetano starts the impeachment proceedings first, forcing any coup attempt to wait until later. Option 2, the Senate convenes before the trial begins, and suddenly the impeachment court may open with a brand new Senate president holding the gavel. In other words, Philippine politics has officially entered season finale territory.
Delikado siya pag convene ng Senado, baka matanggal na siya. Kaya ang isang senaryo, matanggal siya. Pag convene ng Senado, yung ikalawang senaryo ay bilisan niya. I-convene niya kaagad yung Senate as a trial court. No? Pero may ikatlong senaryo. Yung ginawa niya nung siya ay speaker sa Kongreso, kung maalala mo, Alvin, no?
Yung kay Velasco.
Oo, parang ang usapan diyan ay 1 year, no? Ayaw niyang sundin. So, kung maalala mo, Alvin, ikinandado niya ang Kongreso noon. No? Natay ang ilaw, no, para hindi matuloy yung pagtanggal sa kanya. Eventually, natanggal din siya. Pero ibig sabihin, kapit to kulit talaga yan, si Alan Peter, pag nakakuha ng posisyon. So, yun din yung ikatlong senaryo. Baka isabutahin niya, i-delay niya yung pag-convene. Dahil pag kinonvene niya, baka matanggal na siya immediately. Kaya medyo dramatic.
At this point, one thing seems increasingly clear. The race for Senate President is slowly becoming a contest of anybody but Alan Peter Cayetano.
Anybody but Alan Peter. Dahil in 4 or 5 days, grabe yung ginawa niyang damage sa institusyon ng Senado. So kahit yung mga nasa majority, nag-hesitate na sa kanyang leadership. Una, napakaliit ng kanyang majority. Ikalawa, grabe pa yung nangyari. No, halimbawa, itong pinakahuli ay ayaw isuko yung CCTV. Bakit ayaw? No? Ikalawa, ay ayaw i-implement yung suspension nung kanyang Sergeant at Arms. Ikatlo ay sa mga surveys sa social media, lumalabas 90% ay hindi naniniwala sa kanyang version of events sa nangyari sa Senado. No? Mas mataas pa yung dami ng galit sa kanya kaysa kay Bato. Si Bato kasi close second no? Ang mga 86%. Pero si Alan Peter almost 90%. At tingin ko tataas pa 'yan dahil sa kanyang mga sinasabi at sa kanyang kondukta.
Former Senate President Franklin Dryland also weighed in, warning that the current Senate majority is extremely fragile and that a leadership coup could happen anytime.
Majority is so fragile. It's right now it's 12-11. So you can imagine that the political situation in so far as the leadership of the Senate is concerned is very, very unstable. The change in leadership depends on 13 senators. It can happen anytime. That's a responsibility.
Despite the growing tension, Cayetano says he still believes in the 13 senators who voted for him and the principles behind their alliance.
I believe in the 13, I believe in our cause. Yun nga ang challenge ko ngayon. 'Di ba? Trabaho or mamuliti ka.
Earlier this morning, Cayetano even opened the day with a national prayer and briefing. And judging by today's developments, he may indeed need all available prayer packages. Because shortly afterward, several senators, many from the minority and independent bloc, were spotted heading to the office of former Senate President Tito Soto. Among those seen were Senators Aquino, Pangilinan, Gatchalian, Hontiveros, Lapid, Lacson, Ejercito, Zubiri, and the Tulfo brothers. At this point, the Senate hallway is starting to look less like a legislature and more like a hotel lobby before a wedding nobody knows will actually happen. And that's the latest from the country's favorite live-action political thriller. Stay tuned for more breaking news, sharp commentary, and Senate plot twists that arrive faster than press releases denying them. This is Trendline PH. Like, follow, and stay informed.